broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, perfect.
This is The Voice.
This is The Voice.
The Voice. Hello, everybody. You are watching and listening to the beautiful sounds of The Voice After Show. Before we get started, we want to make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Right there. Give us comments. We will for sure comment back. And if you're on iTunes or SoundCloud, rate us and comment there too. If you want to talk to us tonight, we're using the hashtag ABTV Voice, I believe. Read your screens because I'm not positive. Anyways, I'm Jason Ikeler. You can follow me on Twitter at Jason Ikeler. And this lovely lady to my left is the one and only Stephanie Giorgi.
Thank you so much. You can follow me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi. Your eyes look so beautiful right now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right,
Wow.
Shall we begin?
We shall begin. I'm having technical difficulties because my internet just crashed with our list of
It's
songs.
okay.
But it's okay. I have them on the screen over here. Let's
Kirby?
start with Hannah Kirby, who sang Edge of 17. Stevie Nicks.
Yes, and she did a good job for Stevie Nicks. I wasn't so familiar with Hannah, like I didn't really connect with her yet. So
Yeah.
tonight was a nice little, it was a different side of her that I saw, so I liked it, and I think she did well.
I liked the production of the song, how she had it set up. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like she's almost pigeonholing herself in a way where these songs aren't necessarily relatable to a younger audience, and I feel like that's sort of who she should try to be captivating.
Right. However, it was a little
she was
impressive.
Good.
Yeah.
She had a great voice. I just am not always feeling her song choices, but I think she's super talented. I think she just needs to do something a little more age appropriate.
Yeah.
You think so? You on your phone, Steffi G?
No,
You
I
got
was looking.
something
I'm
to
sorry.
say?
No, I was pulling up the Twitter
Yeah,
for
we're on the air.
ABTV
We're on the
Voice.
air.
No, I think she was. I already said
You
that
can follow
though.
Stephanie on Snapchat. That's what she's doing right
I'm
now.
not Snapchatting. Whatchamacallit, but yeah, no, she was
Whatchamacallit.
great.
What do you think she should do next?
Something like, I don't know. I mean, who's young and has that kind of a rock and roll voice?
I was trying to think, even if she did something by like a younger male singer or something, because I know she's kind of got that edgy thing going on for her, but for me, it almost felt, it just feels like she's a throwback singer and not as current
Almost like a
as we
tribute
want.
singer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yeah, understood. Yeah.
But she's good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's gonna be safe or not.
Right.
TBD. Let's talk about Brian Johnson, who is up next, and he's saying, "If I ever lose my faith in you." And in case you're wondering, I have the internet again.
Oh, nice.
Phew.
I liked him. I think that he has a nice voice, but he's one of the contestants, in addition to a handful of other ones that I don't think will be saved. I don't see them in reaching the top 5, if you will. So
I agree. I think he has a very pretty voice, and it's good. But I see him like being a worship leader in the church.
yeah,
Not
I can see and like singing.
Not
bells.
necessarily selling out huge venues. I don't really know what he could do differently because I think he's being authentic as an artist, and I think that's who he is.
Absolutely.
I just don't know if he has that quality about him that will sort of catapult him. I mean, he's a really nice guy and he's super talented, but I don't see him advancing that much farther.
I'm right there with you.
Although he did say when I talked to him tonight that he wants to do like a One Republic song.
Oh.
Which I think his voice would fit on to make a little more current. If he's saying like apologize or something.
Yes, but if he was going to do that, I kind of wish he would have done that sooner than later, because that actually sounds like a really good idea. So it's
Yeah.
kind of up to song choice for now. But every song that he's singing, it's what he would sing. But like, I don't know, actually you kind of nailed it with that whole church
Yeah.
youth pastor type of a deal.
Which is fine.
No, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but
churches need singers too. The Lord needs as many singers as he can get. Hallelujah.
oh,
Stephanie's
Louise.
on her phone this whole time, so I'm just gonna do
What
the
are you
rest of this
talking about?
thing
I'm
myself.
answering. I'm trying to do ABTV The Voice.
What are they saying?
No, you know what? Y'all don't get a droid because it doesn't work. It's just not going.
Brought to you by iPhone.
Exactly. Forget it. Sorry. So earlier he said to follow us on the hashtag. You go ahead and do all that with your laptop.
You want me to look up that hashtag right now? I'm going to look up the hashtag, and I want you to tell me what you think about India Carney's rendition of Take Me to Church by Hosier.
I loved seeing her sing a song like this because even Christina said, she's done ballad after ballad, and this was something different. I like it. I don't want to say it was her best performance, even though the judges absolutely loved it. I don't know. It was great, but at the same time, India, she doesn't not do well.
Yeah.
She's a talented and very, technical singer, so
I think if you didn't know the original as much as you do and it wasn't, which is kind of the risk you take doing these songs, but if you didn't know the original as much as you did and you just heard her sing this song, you would be blown away.
That's true. Okay. You know what? That could be it. I might be comparing it.
But that being said, Hosier sang this song on the show last season.
Right, but so did Matt McAndrew.
Yeah, and when Matt
killed
McAndrew sang it, it wasn't, it was big, but it wasn't like as big as it is now.
Oh.
And so I think she should have probably kept that in mind because I'm sure you're not the only one who thinks that.
Right.
But I thought she nailed the vocals of the performance, and I liked seeing her do something a little edgier and less R&B. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of fun because I feel like she could do a little more rock.
Yeah.
So I think that was actually good for her.
She'd have to be very selective with her rock though, because I felt like there were some parts where it didn't suit her, but right here though, she's just comfortable.
Yeah, she looks like a star when she's up there.
Yeah, she does.
I like this look on her too. I think they should.
I know. I thought
like
it was an awesome look.
It makes her very current.
So she's great. She's not part of the handful that I said isn't gonna make it.
I could see her making it all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, up next we've got Mia Z, who sang "Miss You" by the Rolling Stones.
She's someone where I'm. You know what I wrote in my notes? I didn't even bring them with me, but I remember writing, who is this girl? She just cracks me up the way she comes on and she's such a cool performer. Her voice, the way that she just presents herself. Literally the only issue that I have with her, I just wish that she would put her shoulders down. I feel like she's tense.
Oh, you know what? It almost felt like she's doing a little bit of this, a movement. Yeah.
But she stays there.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's interesting.
That
I didn't
part
pick up
makes
on
me.
that.
I don't know why it makes me a little bit uncomfortable because I can't see what's going on. So
because you're supposed to be relaxed.
That's what I'm
saying. It helps the notes come out a little better.
Yeah, but maybe that's the reason why her notes are coming out the way that they are. Who knows? Whatever. She's really good. Sorry, that made me laugh because it didn't really make sense.
It didn't make any sense, but I was just gonna agree with you. Yeah, totally.
You're so
oh my
nice.
God.
Thanks. Well, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she can sing anything. I don't actually like this song choice for her. I think it's a little too mid-tempo-y, and I know it's not a mid-tempo song, but I either wanted her to take it really hard or pull it back. And I don't know, I want to see her do something a little more poppy. Mm-hmm. But vocally, when she goes up in her falsetto, it's insane.
To just even do this song though, I thought it was good. Yeah. I understand what you mean by maybe a better song choice, but she did it well. If it was assigned to her as a homework assignment, and then it's okay, what can you do with this song? She would have gotten an A.
Grades by Stuffy G.
Grades by me.
Okay, let's see how you graded Deanna Johnson, who sang Oceans by Hillsong. How did you grade her?
Dead air.
Anything?
When she sings, I can only think about Toni Braxton. So that's not cool. If we were to talk about the whole package, she's marketable as far as the way she looks.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. She seems cool, but at the same time, I feel like she looked distracted during this performance also. She seemed very she was focusing on what was going on around her rather than her performance.
Yeah, I thought she started out really connected in the performance, and by the end of it, she seemed to get more nervous, which I feel like Pharrell thought the opposite. Oh. I like this song choice for her, and I think it's kind of smart to sing a Christian song on a show like this because Middle America will eat that up.
Yes.
I like her low notes. I thought it sounded kind of shouty when she had to sing more at the top of her register.
Yes.
And something she does with her vowels, which is probably what makes you think of Toni Braxton.
It is.
I don't think that's her authentic voice.
I don't think so either. It
I
reminds
think
me
she's
of what.
trying really hard
Right.
to sound like this.
I agree. It's like what Keith Urban always says. Like, if you don't have an accent, don't fake it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how you're supposed to sing. Your speaking voice and your singing voice should not sound that much different from each other. Because it's the same. It's the
same thing.
instrument.
You're just elongating one.
Yeah. So
It's the
work
same
on
instrument.
that. But she's a really sweet girl. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because of the song, I think she'll be safe.
Okay.
But based on the performance, I think she might be in danger.
I agree 100%.
Because of the song choice, I should say. I feel completely different about Sawyer Fredericks.
Oh my
who sang
goodness.
Imagine by John Lennon.
And I love the Beatles. I love Imagine. And this arrangement was cool. And all I could think about the whole time was that if Bob Dylan or John Lennon were still alive right now, they would want to sing with him. They would want to do something. They would just be impressed by him themselves. Because like they said, like, and listen to the reaction that the crowd gets while he's singing. Like, wow! Like just like screaming, because it's really kind of getting to people there. And it's not a rock and roll song, not a song that hypes you up.
No,
but
it's
it was
not at
still
all.
that reaction.
But I think that's what it means when you leave it all on the stage.
Yes.
Like, you're literally, everybody watching is like, oh my God. And then even when he did that crack in his voice, it sounded like Christina said, it sounded so fitting to the song because it sounds like, oh my God, like it like almost fit lyrically with the song.
It did, 100%.
And he's 16.
He was so calm.
What the hell?
That's the thing.
I'll say that makes me want to drive off a cliff because he's 16 and doing this with his life.
Well, okay,
What are
like
we
they said
doing?
that it almost made it even better because he was supposed to reach that falsetto, whatever they said, and he missed it.
But he kept
and
going.
it was more than that though, because we've seen plenty of performers who are like, what's even better is the way that you come back from that, and there was no coming back from it because it was, he made that a part of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like he messed up and had to come back from it.
He was like, I was so scared while that was happening. And he was in his head, but like he pulled it off. Like he was like, yeah, I did that.
Right.
Suck it.
And that was it. He just kept going. But he did it so gracefully. He literally just leaned back, took a breath, and continued singing the song.
I hope his original music is good.
This. It is. I've heard some of it from when he was younger. I mean, he doesn't have like there's one original song that I heard, and it's this type of style. It's like very Bob Dylan-esque, and it sounds great. So the thing is that, for instance, when I'm sorry to give you an example of a different show, but when Caleb Johnson was singing, the issue there was
he won American Idol last season.
He won American Idol last year, but he sounded, what did he sound like? What was the comparison?
He was,
like Meatloaf and Jack Black. Yeah.
But what you're saying is he could just do cover songs, and that didn't translate to contemporary music.
Yes, but with Sawyer, I could see him. I could hear him on the radio. I can hear him do anything. It doesn't matter if it sounds like something from before.
Ray LaMontagne.
Caleb sounded like the 60s.
Yeah. And Sawyer is very current, but not current in a way where it's like
But he also
trendy.
does it. He sounds like, what was the song that we brought up, his audition song? Brother Out Thou?
Oh yeah, the song from "A Brother Were Out Thou."
Yes, and like that isn't current, but it still suited him. Like had he come out with that song, he'd be like someone like the Mumford and Sons or like the Lumineers. Like
yeah, it's really good.
God, I can't believe he's 16. He's in
2 years, Steffi. You have to wait.
No, I'm not like that. I'm just saying pure talent wise. Okay. Just unbelievable. God, it's such a strong voice.
Just trying to make sure you check yourself.
He's not that attractive to me. Marissa, stop laughing back there.
Marissa knows your history with young boys on singing competition shows.
Oh my God, there's only one. Actually, none.
I'll talk to. Tweet us later. We'll give you,
tweet us later. We'll Call me out, y'all, if you need to.
Okay, let's talk about Rob Taylor, who's saying, I put a spell on you. I will say this. You're going to say something? Because nobody got time for that.
No, but I just liked how you started. Go ahead.
This is my favorite performance Rob has done so far in the competition.
Yes, ditto.
I think he has a tendency to oversing.
Yes.
And I think he did that at the end of this song.
He did. We looked at each other and we're like, you didn't need that.
But up until then, I thought he did really well vocally.
Yes.
Now I think he has to work on making sure he's not just moving to move and move with intention and move with the music. Because I think it got a little distracting. He was like wobbling back and forth so much. And I would not have been up there. I think this song he should have been with the band.
Okay. I think, it was nice for me to hear. I was happy to hear a lower register. Like, finally, you're not showing off your fault. Like, we get it. We know how good you can sing. But why don't you just go ahead and sing from the heart, sing how you feel, sing what the song is demanding.
Yeah.
And so he did that with this song, so I liked that. But my only issue was at the very end, that last falsetto. That was just like for shits and giggles.
Well, I think
it was unnecessary.
we called them out on musically masturbating before, right?
We have, exactly, and that's what it was.
And that's what that was.
Yes.
I was going to say some really dirty things, but I'll refrain.
Yeah, but he also got it for like a standing, like all four of them stood up for him and everything, and
I mean that is a way to get the crowd going, just go ah! But we've seen it over and over and over again, so you got to like surprise us in a different way.
Yes.
You want to talk about Corey Kent White, who sang "Try" by Jason Aldean?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk. I still don't think Corey has sang the right song yet in the competition.
Me neither.
I think he sings these songs that are not as good as the originals and just makes you compare them to the original artist. I think he needs to sing a song by a female artist or something not country and make it country, just so we're not comparing him to like Jason Aldean or Rascal Flatts or whoever else he's done.
100% he needs to sing. Actually, that was a brilliant comment, Jason. I think he does need to sing something like a female song.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
That was a brilliant comment.
Okay, wow,
Jason.
thank you.
No, I agree. You know what? I think what it is with him is he's a nice boy. He's a really nice boy. He's marketable. He's appealing.
Oh, he was in college. He's okay. For you.
Oh my God. You're so annoying. Yeah, but
he's cute and he's got a good voice.
No, but I'm saying, but that's what's going. At this point, that's what's going for him. Yes,
I don't know why. I feel like Blake is usually really good about picking song choices for young country kids. I guess he's never had a young country guy do this well that I can remember. But I don't think he's given him good songs. Because remember when Danielle Bradbury was on the show, or like Ray Lynn, and he would have them do sort of like throwback country,
right?
Where it's like far enough back that you'll buy the new version on iTunes.
Yes.
But like, no one's gonna buy this over Jason Aldean's version.
Yeah.
And that's not. I mean, better songs, Blake.
That's it.
That's all. Okay, let's talk about Corinne Hawthorne. She's sang "Stronger" by by Kelly Clarkson.
Yes. No, you were right the first time. Just kidding.
Thank you. I mean, we had Kelly Clarkson week on American Idol.
Yes,
last time.
and
So we are obviously a little nervous watching anybody sing a Kelly song. But I thought...
But only Kelly can do this to someone.
Only Kelly can do this. I thought she did great. She did mess up the lyrics and nobody caught. I caught. But I thought... I think maybe she oversins slightly. But it works for this song.
It works for this song. I think she was just excited. She got really into it. It was very genuine. She was very, very genuine on stage, and she was not showing off. Like, it was just, she got into it. I thought she did great. It was a super good performance because, it makes you look up and continue to look up the entire time.
Yeah. And she's such an engaging performer.
Absolutely.
You don't take your eyes off her.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, she just gets into it. No, I love this. It was quite lovely for me. It was wonderful.
Was it Reba that said, also, we have to shout out to Reba, who was an excellent mentor.
Oh,
Reba,
my gosh.
we love you.
And what was so funny to me today was Nancy, the mom, when she was like, she touches Reba's hair. She's like, I'm going to have to just get a lock of your hair.
And what did Reba say?
Reba's like, oh.
She's like, don't be creepy with it. But Reba said she has such a recognizable voice, which I think is so important to be like, you hear her and you're like, oh, that's Corinne.
Yes.
So good for you, Corinne.
Yeah. Oh man, she killed it. Like, boom.
I actually would like to hear her and India do a duet together.
Me too. That's what, the entire time I was trying to compare their voices.
Like just like a screaming. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because I just don't know who is more powerhouse.
I think India technically is a better singer. But Corinne has a lot of spunk.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
Okay, Joshua Davis is up next, and he's saying America by Simon and Garfunkel. I think Joshua is... You can't... There's... All of his performances are super amazing, and they're really good. It's just like... Okay. I don't know. I'm not like not feeling it.
But
I'm
we
just
also
not
just
excited
listened to what doesn't make you strong, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and then it was like, Choo.
Yeah, it's like the energy drops. But I mean, what he's doing really well, and he's kind of in his own lane.
Yeah, but that's all you can say about it, really.
Yeah, I'm not like. I'm looking forward to his performance every week, but I'm sure there are people who are.
I feel like I'm not even in the position to critique it.
Yeah, because it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's really connected, and he's so talented. I will say I didn't like him without the guitar. I thought visually this looked a little more awkward. I don't know why they're dressing him like Michael Bolton, but that's a whole nother story.
I kind of agree about the guitar. That's kind of funny that you say that because it's...
Because he doesn't have
less
enough like
sincere.
sex appeal to just hold the mic like Bono or something. So
Yeah.
he needs to be like, I'm your uncle playing the guitar.
Oh, never mind. That's the comment.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just creepy though too. I'm your uncle.
Your uncle. I don't know what happens with you and your uncles
Ew!
to make this creepy, but
I'm just saying, but why would you say, okay, who cares? We're off subject. That was just a weird comparison.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
He might even make the finale. I just don't want another white guy to win.
Right.
That's all. And I can say that because I'm white.
I won't say it. So all right.
On behalf of the Latin people everywhere, I'll say it.
Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about Megan Lindsay, who sang Girl Crush by Little Big Town. Firstly, I love this song.
I love Little Big Town.
She said tonight, actually, when I was talking to her, that because this song, I don't know if you know, it's getting a lot of press because country music radio stations aren't playing it because there's lesbian tendencies, which is stupid. But she was saying that's kind of also why she picked it, because she likes a little controversy, which I thought was cool. I thought she nailed the song, and this has been my favorite performance by
Of
her
hers.
so far.
Yes, me too. That's exactly what I wrote in my notes. Because before she was showing us what she could do, which we saw that she had that powerhouse in her and she was just going super hard with it. But this one was so graceful and like nice, but at the same time showed like the complexity of her voice.
Yeah.
So this was one, a great song choice, and two, just a fantastic performance.
And I think it's so crazy to me, like, that she's even on The Voice, because she's had a country career, and I think she's just kind of showing people like, no, I deserve this.
Yeah.
I deserve to be here. I maybe deserve to win. I would not be upset if she won.
I don't think it would either. I mean, but it all just falls down to, well, I don't know. There's so many of them, and we don't see them enough to. It's all about the performance on the show. At this point,
yeah. So you have to, and she's one that at least I think we remember week to week, which I think a lot of times with The Voice, you don't necessarily remember the contestants week to week because we went from 24 to 12 in a week. So,
exactly.
Bye. Final of the night was just insane. Like, that's how you end a show. Kimberly Nicole with House of the Rising Sun. Everything about this performance was next level.
Okay, what's frustrating is that she's like The Voice, they'll bring in people who perform, so then it's like it's weird to even have this type of a competition because it's all about favoritism, if you will. But I don't know, because she owns the stage every time. In fact, later, y'all, when you're gonna see a clip for that Jason has with her, actually you edited that part out, right?
No, I kept that in.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna see a part. It's just a little piece of like her personality and how she is. She just kind of grabs the mic from Jason and like makes this joke, but that's her dominance. That's how she is. She carries herself so well, and
she
like
has star quality.
She has star quality. She is a performer. I think that whether she makes it, I almost feel like she won't win The Voice for some reason, but I can almost guarantee that she's gonna be something like, hopefully one of the first ones to come out of The Voice and have a successful career.
Yeah, that I wouldn't
she's
be
so
surprised
modern.
at all.
She's so
good.
dope. She's just cool. Like, why wouldn't she be? She's not. Every other person in The Voice who's kind of won has been somewhat mediocre, but very good. This is the only one that's like, dang, girl, let's see you perform with, just. Who could you see? Who could you imagine her perform with?
Even like I could see her up there with Steven Tyler, which I know is kind of weird. Actually, I kind of want to hear her do an Aerosmith song.
Isn't that funny? That's why I stopped talking, because the comparisons I had in my head were just so random, and I was like, wait, why am I thinking that?
No, but she can sing with anybody. She has, because she can do pop, she can do rock, she can do R&B. She's insane.
She could.
But yeah, I think in a weird way, because we've had this with like Judith Hill on the show before, people like that, they're so good this early on that there's no room for growth, because she's as good as she's going to be, which is amazing.
Right. So then it's a matter of like, okay, let's see if we can pick a song that everybody loves.
Yeah. I hope she makes it far, though. She's insane.
She is.
Okay, so those are our picks.
Mm-hmm.
We're losing 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think it's going to be?
Corey and Deanna.
Oh. I'm going to say Deanna, and is it Brian Johnson?
Oh, or him, yeah.
I'm going to say Deanna and Brian Johnson.
Okay.
Or I don't think Hannah's going
It's going to be between those
maybe
three.
Between Hannah, Deanna, and Brian Johnson.
And Corey.
And I don't think Corey will.
Oh, you're right, because he's marketable in country, yes.
I think he may have the most Twitter followers.
Oh, you see, but that's what I'm saying. Nice, good-looking kid.
But the Twitter save, that will be good for him. Okay, well, that wraps up our show then.
Guys, don't forget to watch his clips. They're really good. Sorry.
All of the interviews with the top 12 will be up on YouTube and AfterBuzzTV.com tomorrow.
And they're getting better at this point because now they're more comfortable and just cool.
They're just cool. Steffi G, if we want to find you.
You can all find me on Twitter.
No, what's your address?
You're annoying. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, on Instagram at the Stephanie Giorgi, and on Snapchat at Stephanie Giorgi. Thank you. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Vine, and Snapchat. Shut your mouth. At Jason Ikeler. You can find AfterBuzz TV at all of these things at AfterBuzz TV, and we will be back in here next week. Drop the headphones.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.